Hey everybody, it's Kim here. So today I thought I would come to you and share with you some of my 2018 goals as well as resolutions. I know that I enjoy watching what everybody else is planning on trying to implement in their lives, and so I just thought it would be kind of fun to just kind of have some pillow talk, if you will, as I am in my bedroom, sitting, chilling on my bed. So I've kind of brain dumped a little bit, and that is my first suggestion for you guys. If you are trying to implement some new things into your life for this coming year, do a brain dump. Just get a piece of paper. Of course, if it's a pretty notebook, I have this really cute, it's just, I mean, it's nothing big. It's just one of those composition books, but it's pink and it's got this little like metallic finish to it. I picked it up at Walmart. And so I like to use this as like my brain dump notebook. And so I just have been thinking about it, thinking about some things that I want to change in my life, and I just dumped it all down on a piece of paper. And so I kind of slightly organized a little list for myself to talk to you guys about today, so that I wouldn't like be jumping around from this point to that point. I'm kind of bad about that. I tend to like jump on bunny trails and stuff like that. So like I said, I'm going to try and keep this as organized as possible. I am in no way an expert on, you know, the art of, you know, changing your life and stuff like that, but I can just give you what I, you know, tell you sincerely what I'm trying to do in my life, as well as some of the products that I'm going to use to try and implement these goals, and just, you know, just real talk. So if you are interested, stick around and let's get on with it. Okay, so obviously every year, the beginning of the year, everybody just feels this refresh and feels this need for change. If you don't, then you must be good to go and you must be really content with exactly the way things are going. But I just think contentment actually can cause us to be a little bit lazy, you know, to some degree as well, if you know what I mean. And so nobody's perfect. We all have some room for improvement, don't we? And with me, there is a lot of things that I'm really wanting to change this year. And of course, I'm realistic with myself. Everything takes time. There is no magic system and there is no magic pill that we can take to just change ourselves, unfortunately. I wish there was. So let me just go ahead and get on with my whole list. So obviously, one of the biggest things for me is I am not the most organized person. Like, I love the idea of planning everything and planning days out and planning your time out and just keeping everything so organized. But I will start something and start to plan something, and then I will fail miserably, and then I get discouraged with myself. And so from there on, I just kind of, sometimes I'll go through this whole self-loathing thing, and I'm just like, why can't I do this? It's just like, I get overwhelmed. So I like to refer to myself as kind of like a free-spirited person, I guess. And so if you are like that, then hop on board with me throughout this year. Hopefully I'll do some updates as far as how all of my goals are, if I'm meeting my goals and stuff like that. You guys are kind of my accountability partners, if you will, as well. So I figured if I make a video about this and I share it with you guys, then it'll hold me accountable. So I want to organize my life more. And when I say that, I mean every single area of my life. I want to just be more organized. And so I wrote down a couple things in regards to being organized that I really want to implement and how I feel like I could be successful. And one of my first #1 things is to wake up early. I find that every time that I do wake up really early in the morning, I get my day started early, then it's amazing how much better my day goes. And so that is my #1 thing. And for those of you that work and you already wake up early, that's awesome. But I am a homeschool mama, and so I don't have anybody that's really telling me that I have to be up at a certain time. I try to get started roughly around the same time each day, but we have been in this really bad slump. I'm talking about even before Christmas break, where we had been staying up really late. When I say we, I'm talking about especially me and my children. We stay up really late, and we had just been waking up a lot later, and just from that comes a lot of sluggishness on my part. And so obviously, to wake up early means I have to go to bed earlier. And so that is another thing that I want to implement more. And then not only that, when I wake up early, I want to get started earlier. So there have been times, I can't even tell you how many times there have been, where I have woken up early to go get my cup of coffee, to sit down, and guess what I do? I get on the time robber, which is this phone. This pretty little thing right here, this phone. I can't do it. Like, I will get sucked into Pinterest, I'll get sucked into YouTube, sucked into Facebook, whatever it is. So it's just better if I just don't even really get on it. You know, and if you're a strongly self-disciplined person, then maybe you can. But for me, it's just way too easy to get sucked into, you know, social world. You know what I'm saying? So I've got to get started early. And one of my other things, a part of organizing, is just decluttering my life. Decluttering my home, just getting rid of and doing away with things that are just of no use. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if you guys are like me, but if my house is messy, my brain feels messy. Like, it's just creates a chaotic environment, and it's hard. You know, there's 6 of us in this family, and so it's very difficult sometimes to keep up with everybody and to keep up with everybody's things, but I have to stay on top of it more, because when it gets messy, it just puts me in a bad mood, and it just represents chaos to me. So decluttering for me needs to happen so that I'm able to keep up with the house more. Now, our house doesn't get terribly messy or anything like that, and yes, you know, my kids do have chores. Am I super great at implementing that all the time? No. Hence my organization need. So anyway, just decluttering things, and hopefully I'll get some videos out to you guys about some different things. I still have that really big announcement to come up with, which is really gonna push me to declutter. So consistency is another one of my weaknesses. Like I said before, I may, you know, have these great plans, and if it doesn't work out perfectly, like I said, I'll go into self-loathing mode and I'll just give up. And my husband says sometimes I like to bury my head in the sand when there's issues or problems. And I do that some. So I don't want to really do that. I want to stay more consistent with planning, more consistent with YouTube videos. So I would love to just be able to regularly make a video each week, post it maybe on the same day of each week, because like I said, it's just consistency. And I want to make a video soon. I have yet to ever do a get to know me video. So this is kind of a lot, you know, I'm kind of opening myself up to you guys right now. So you're kind of getting to know me a little bit in this video, but I want to share some other things just about our family and stuff like that. And so, yeah, anyway, so, all right, so moving on from the organizing goals that I have for myself, let me talk about my spiritual life. So that is something that I also want to make some improvements in. Part of getting up early and getting started early, I want to do my devotional every morning, and I want to do this before I go to wake my kids up for school. I want to get my little devotional. I have been using, I was going to bring it in here to show you guys and I forgot it, but right now I'm just using the devotional Jesus Calling, and I think it's Sarah Young. I'll try to link it in the description box. And it's a very short devotional for each day, but it's written in a way that it's like Jesus is like actually speaking to you. And I love the way it's wrote, and plus it gives you some Bible references at the very end. I enjoy it. It doesn't take a whole lot of time. And so that's one thing that I want to do, you know, in the morning. Be more consistent with that. And I want to pray more. I find that, you know, I might do my devotional and I might like think about God and stuff like that sometimes here and there. And I like talk to my kids about God. But as far as actually sitting down and like having prayer time, I have not been very good at that. And so that is really something that I want to implement more. My mind will just like race. Like I'll go to pray and my mind just kind of like, it goes on all these things that I need to get done, and that's terrible. So have you guys ever watched the War Room movie or read that book or whatever? That was a very inspiring movie. I've only seen it one time, and I do believe I have some kind of book about it. It's not like, anyway, if you haven't watched that movie, I highly recommend it. I'll link that in the description box too, just so in case you've never heard of it. I don't see how anyone could have never heard of it before, but it's very, very inspirational, and it makes me want to have, not necessarily a war room, but like maybe get like a poster board and kind of make it like my prayer board. And just wherever I go to pray, you know, looking at that board to remind me of the different things that I'm praying for. I just think a visual really helps, doesn't it? And so I also, I believe I mentioned this one other time in a video, maybe when I first started YouTube, that I had started Bible journaling, and I have never done another video like about that. I am by no means an expert. Matter of fact, I've only done a couple entries in my Bible journal, but what it is you buy a Bible. They have Bibles out there that are specifically for journaling that gives you like these really wide margins, and so you can kind of doodle or you can just highlight. It's just, there's so many different things. If you look up Bible journaling on YouTube, you will see tons of videos. But I tend to be a little bit of a perfectionist sometimes, and if I feel like I'm not going to be perfect at something, I like won't do it. You know what I'm saying? So I'll like buy all like the stuff that you need to do it, but then I won't do it because I'm like, well, it's overwhelming. Like, what if I'm not good at it, or what if I mess something up? So no, I'm gonna nix that and be like, no, I would love to start using my journaling Bible more. I'm hoping that it will inspire my daughters in particular, because I purchased them Bible journals or journaling Bibles, and they haven't used them yet. So I'm hoping that if they see me doing it more, maybe they will do it more. And another thing that I want to do is, and I'm not terrible at this, but I have had stages where I realize how negative sometimes that I speak. And it really bothers me, because speaking negative words about yourself, about anybody, about your family, about anything, about just problems that you have, is just not good for you. And it just speaking negatively can create problems in and of itself and create stress. And so, like I said, I'm not terrible at this. I have gotten a lot better, but I still want to just change the way I speak. I want to just speak more positively and more, you know, more upbeat. And so I actually rented this book from the library. I want to purchase it myself, because you guys, like every time I rent from the library, I literally go back and like I have a $20 fine because I'm always late. Hence, getting organized. See what I mean? So getting organized will actually save me money. So anyway, though, it's this book right here. It's Change Your Words, Change Your Life, and it is Joyce Meyer, who I absolutely adore. She just is very practical in her messages, and every book that I've ever read of her is just, it's very simple and it's just very practical. I have never read this book before. It was not even recommended to me. I just happened to see it one day and I was like, this is what I need. I need to read this. And so when I read this, maybe I'll do like a little book review or something like that on it. And maybe you guys out there watching, some of my subscribers, or even if you're not a subscriber, although you should hit that subscribe button, if you've ever read it, let me know how it was, or if you want to get it and we'll read it together somehow. Like I said, we'll do like a little book review, a YouTube book review. But anyway, like I said, Change Your Words, Change Your Life. It says, understanding the power of every word that you speak. And I'm a firm believer in this. Seriously, we like an illustration that was given to me so many years ago, and I will never forget it, is, you know, you take a tube of toothpaste, right? And you squirt the toothpaste out of that tube. How hard is it to get that toothpaste back into that toothpaste tube? It's like next to impossible. Yeah, you can put some of it back maybe, but really, could you get all of it back? No. So that's kind of like the words that we speak. When we speak words, they're out there and we can't get them back. And I'm not just saying, of course, I'm not talking about just mean words to other people. I'm just talking about even, just ugly, mean, or like just pessimistic words about ourselves or about issues or anything like that. I just want to just do away with that type of speaking. completely. And anyway, so this book. Okay, so another thing I want to do is I need to go to church more. I will get on that subject in another video when I make my big announcement. Anyway, okay, so just in general, I just want to read more. I tell my kids all day long how important reading is and you should never stop reading. How reading is so important and it makes you smart, and I'm a firm believer in that, but I have really done a bad job about leading by example in that way because I have not been reading a lot myself. And so I have a Kindle, a Paperwhite. If you don't have one of those things are awesome. I love it. I think I know you can read books on your phone and you can read books on a tablet, but to me, this Paperwhite is just amazing. I love, just reading more is something that I want to, oh, the Paperwhite, that's what I was talking about. So like I said, I have an older Paperwhite that I actually bought used from somebody, and it works fabulously. It's awesome. My mom bought my daughter one for Christmas this year, a new one. It was only like $79, and that was like full price. That wasn't even on sale. So if you could find it on sale, even better. But she loves it. It's just, I don't know, it just kind of looks like a book. But you can store books on it and you can take it with you, and you don't have a big old clumpy book with you. You just have this little thing. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I highly, highly, highly recommend that product. And I am not sponsored by anybody. However, I will link it in the description box though. So anyway, okay, so now physically, of course, everybody has New Year's resolutions about their bodies, don't we? And I am going to do a separate video on this, but just really quickly, let me just get into it for just a second. I have a kind of a lofty goal for myself physically, and I would like to lose like 20 pounds by June 1st. And when I say lofty, I'm like, you know, I mean, I guess it's not that huge because I'm giving myself 6 months to do it in, because I definitely don't want to, I don't want to do no fad dieting or anything crazy like that. I just changing my lifestyle. I have lost a lot of weight in the past, so I know that I can do it. However, I do have difficulties with like I said, just staying consistent. You got to be consistent with everything, don't you? In order to be successful, you truly do. Even if you're not making huge gains or huge losses in regards to weight. If you're just doing even just little baby steps, just keep going forward though. Don't go back, you know what I'm saying? Even if it's just small baby steps. And that's kind of my approach with wanting to lose 20 pounds and giving myself till like June 1st. I don't feel like I am, you know, really overweight or whatever, but I know where my body is right on at. And right now, I don't feel right on. Does that make sense? I know not everybody is meant to be a size 2 or a size 4 or whatever. Some people are just meant, their best is maybe a size 10. I don't know. But my point is I know what my personal best is, and right now I'm not there. And so I want to, my lifestyle, like my eating habits have gone a little awry, you know what I'm saying? And so just getting that under control and just working out more like I used to, those are some things. But like I said, I'm gonna do a separate video on that because I've got a lot of things that I want to talk to you about in regards to that. So the other thing, I wanted to show you something that I just purchased as far as a product that I'm going to be using major this year. Hopefully, hold me accountable, guys. But I have had planners in the past and I haven't been very consistent about using them. For a while there, I thought it would be really cool to get one of those planners and like decorate it and all pretty. And so I found that that didn't really work for me. But at the same time, I want a pretty planner and I want maybe to put a couple stickers or whatever in it. And I debated on what type of planner that I wanted. And I went ahead and decided on a happy planner. I have had one of these before. And it was pretty cool, you know, but there was, like I said, I know people use Erin Condren. That's a big one. I've never used her products or anything like that before. But one of the planners that I was really thinking about getting was I think it's called the Day Designer, but it was $60. And I thought, why am I gonna, $60 I think is pretty expensive for a planner. Now, don't get me wrong, they're lovely, I'm sure. But what I was finding that I really liked about the Day Designer versus like the Happy Planner was the Day Designer was mapped out to where it was like you could give yourself an hourly schedule. And I liked that. Well, guess what I found? Happy Planner makes this little insert, and it is an hourly planner. And so I will link both of these products in the description box for you. But I wanted to open this one. This one, what I love about it is, first of all, it's 12 months, it's undated. So, it doesn't matter what month you start it in. And so I love that. And hopefully I can open this really easily. But I can't remember what this one was called. Like I said, I will link it in the description box below. But it is like something about the faith one, which I thought was really appropriate to kind of go along with, some of my spiritual goals and stuff like that I have for myself. Sorry that is so loud. Let's go ahead and open this and see what it's in it. Anyway, it was like $29, I think. And I know that if you go to Michael's, you can get these on sale a lot of times or use your coupon. But I went to Michael's online and I couldn't order this particular one, and I really wanted this one, and I looked at a couple others. So I was like, you know what, just to save myself $10 or so, I'm gonna get the one I want, you know what I'm saying? So let me show you what it comes with. Let's see. Well, it comes with this little handy pen. I don't know what kind of pen this is. I don't know if it's anything special. Maybe it's a fine tip type of, oh, it's nice. It's one of those fine tip, whatever kind of pens. I can't remember what they're called. Anyway, so a pen. And of course it comes with just a pretty good amount of the stickers that you can use that are perfectly fitted for different areas in your planner. Oh, look, and it comes with even little numbers so that you can use the numbers to date instead of just writing it. But like I said, the reason why I picked this one, it was because it's the faith one, and it's got a bunch of cute little stickers. Like it says, but first God, glory to God, grace, you know what I mean? Just prayer list, Bible study. Anyway, it doesn't come with a whole lot of stickers, but enough. I think it's really cute. Let's see. Oh, here's a couple more stickers that it comes with, and it has the month stickers down here towards the bottom. And then the planner itself, this is really cute. First of all, I absolutely adore, I think these are peonies, I'm pretty sure. And these are like one of my favorite flowers, and I love it. It's just so pretty, and it says grace upon grace, John 1:16. And it's super cute, and if you know anything about Happy Planner, you can remove the pages really easily and then put them back to plan or whatever, and then slip them back in. It comes with some little page tags, like a little dashboard page tag. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is like a magnet. Yeah, this is like a little, let's see. Oh, got a sticky on it. It is a magnet though. It's got that yucky stuff. Anyway, this little magnet, so you can just kind of keep your place. But each of the months, if you know anything about Happy Planners, each month, let's see, they got this all, there we go. Each month has a super cute little divider. When I was looking online, it'll show you like the picture of what all the dividers look like. And I just thought it was really pretty because each one of them has a scripture verse that's wrote out, and it's just really pretty. Like, I mean, he restoreth my soul. And and then like I said, in the Happy Planner, you get a month at a glance, and then you get your weekly planner. And this is the typical Happy Planner right here. It gives you each day, and then you have like 3 big sections for each day. But I wasn't really crazy about that the last time I had a Happy Planner, and that is why, where did I put it? Oh, that is why I purchased this insert. And I think this insert was like $6. And so altogether I spent like $36 on this, but it did come with the stickers and stuff like that. But it's still cheaper than the $60 for that Day Designer. So anyway, but I'm really excited about getting into this and using this more as just my tool, because there's no point in having goals and resolutions for yourself if you're not going to, get things that's going to make it easier for you to implement those goals. You know what I'm saying? Get things, like I said, that, that's going to help you to plan or whatever. So anyway, like I said, make sure you guys check out the description box, and I will link some of these products that I've talked about, and keep me accountable, and I will be checking back in with you guys throughout, you know, this year and stuff like that, and be looking for that video that I'm going to be talking about the whole the physical thing, the physical goals that I have for myself, for my body and stuff like that, those resolutions. And so I hope you guys have enjoyed this style of video that I did today. I just wanted to open up to you guys, kind of get to know me a little bit better, and just share some of my personal things with you. And hopefully it will inspire some of you out there. If so, please let me know. And if you guys have any questions, please ask them. I'm pretty transparent. So, you know, anyway, so thanks for hanging out with me in my pillow talk here on my bedroom, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right, bye guys.